YouTube changed my life because now I have something to do. I have something that I can do that is for me, that fulfills me. It's something that is for me. It's not me running an errand for somebody. It's not me being an employee in somebody's company. I like the process of creating, and then I'm able to see the output of what I created. That really fulfills me. I think that's why I came to realize that I didn't hate my course. I thought I hated my university course, and then at some point somebody said, "You know what? I don't think you hate your degree." And I was like, what do you mean by that? I didn't understand. But a few years later, I understood what they meant, because I realized that the reason why I didn't hate my degree was because I enjoyed the courses where we were creating something. You create something and you see it. You see your own creation. Like, for example, website development, website design. It was my favorite because you are coding and you see the output. You code, you see the output, input, output. And I love that. And I love creating like that. So I realized that, you know what, while I'm busy job hunting, while I'm busy unemployed, even when I had a job, honestly, I enjoyed this part, but I enjoy it more now that I don't wake up and go to work. I don't wake up and go to work and go somewhere like other people. There's something that I can just do that fulfills me. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, going to work and doing something that helps people at work also does fulfill me. But I realized that is a different kind of fulfillment. Me doing YouTube, doing something for me, it's a whole another level of fulfillment. I have to say, YouTube made me come to terms with the fact that I don't hate this. I don't hate doing this. I like doing this and it fulfills me. Another point is that doing YouTube made me learn so much more about myself. Things that I probably knew, but I didn't want to admit, I didn't want to accept. YouTube is like a mirror that is just placed there, showing me all of these things, and I'm learning more about myself, whether the good or the bad, things that I need to work on, things that I need to improve on. YouTube is that for me because I get to see myself. And also when I think about things that I'll be talking about, I can see my thought process, I can see how I feel about certain things, and then I'm able to tackle anything that I see that arises from all of these things that I'm always talking about. I get to know myself more. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I can see my own thought process. And I'm able to pick up and see a lot of things that I probably couldn't see clearly before or didn't want to admit. And I think one of those things is the fact that I realized that I struggle a lot with consistency and a lot of things, and YouTube was the area that really showed that. It's just that there was a track record that showed my lack of consistency. I think I had an idea that I had a problem with consistency, but having to see it through YouTube, through my upload schedule, from the fact that I started something and I keep leaving it halfway without really committing to it and being consistent. It hits you harder when you can see your own track record instead of just, if you can see the record of it. It hits harder than just thinking, I should probably be more consistent this year. But when there's just evidence right there, but that is just one of those things that I'm currently working on. I am intentionally and actively working on that. And I thank YouTube for that. It was able to show me my track record, to highlight that this is a problem that you need to tackle right now. I said, YouTube helped me to know more about myself, and one of the things that I was able to know more about myself was my fears. I got to know my fears. I got to see them properly, that you're afraid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was able to see a lot of things. I had to see what I'm afraid of. There was this audio that was trending last year. Your fear of being seen is holding you back. That audio was like, are you afraid of being seen, or are you afraid of failure? You know, like it was one of those things that I had to come to terms with, that I'm looking into. That what are you afraid of? People always say, you know what, nobody cares. Do whatever you want to do. Nobody cares. I believe that's very true, but you know, I still have to tackle all of these things. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being seen? Are you afraid of failure? And one thing that I've realized is that no, some people are not afraid of failure. They're afraid of succeeding. They know they can do very well. They know they could succeed. So they're afraid of actually succeeding. I am currently interrogating myself, looking into this path that, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of being seen? Are you afraid of failure? What is it? You didn't fail. If you didn't think about failing, would you still do it? For some people, it's no, because I don't want to succeed. If I succeed, now I'll be on the spotlight. Now I'm afraid of being seen. Or it can be all of these, or it can be all of these three combined. There's one thing that I just, YouTube made me think about, made me pay attention to, in order to improve myself. And I think that's pretty cool.
You're scared of people seeing you trying. You are not scared of failing. You're not scared of making mistakes. You're scared of people seeing you trying to do something, trying to build something, trying to become somebody else. Because if nobody saw you failing, will you be scared of failing? If nobody saw you making mistakes, will you be scared of making mistakes? Absolutely not. And because you care about people's opinion, you are stuck because you care about what they're going to say. Let me tell you, no matter what you do, no matter who you become, no matter where you are, no matter how you are feeling, people are going to talk. Why? Because opinions are cheap. Opinions are free. Everybody has an opinion, but that opinion has nothing to do with you. For example, look at me. I'm doing this video. People are looking at me right now, but that's none of my business. Why? Because I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my purpose. I'm focused on my goal. I'm not focused on what other people can say. And because people's opinions are not going to pay your bills.
I am facing myself head on. I am facing these things without running away anymore, without avoiding them. Because of YouTube, because I am doing YouTube, and it's just me. I don't have a team. It's just me. I'm recording. I am the one sitting down having to edit my videos. I'm the one who has to go through my analytics and see what I can improve on, what I can work on. There's no way how I can run away anymore. I have to face myself. I have to face my fears. And as I've been doing YouTube, one thing that I found out is that I'm a perfectionist. And I think I've never really wanted to admit it, because it's like being a perfectionist when you have no resources, when you are not where you want to be, when you're not where you want to be, when you don't have what you want in order to create that image that you have, it's not very helpful. It is not very helpful. It doesn't get you anywhere, and YouTube has showed me that you will never record a single video if you are still waiting for your camera, baby girl. You will never do anything if you are still waiting for a MacBook and whatever. You will never do anything if you still want the big lights. You will never do anything if you still want your own apartment so that you can record and do your own things freely. Because right now I'm currently living with my parents, right? And they're wonderful people. They're wonderful and kind people, but I still think I need my own space. But that is not the case. But as I was saying, being a perfectionist when you do not have resources, it just cripples you. And also being a perfectionist, even when you get those resources that you thought, would be the answer to everything, something else will pop up. Like, it's a never ending circle. And it was something that I had to just come to terms with, that now all of these are all excuses, that you want this, I want this video to look like this, I want to edit like this, I want to create thumbnails like this. At some point it all becomes excuses and it cripples you, it paralyzes you. That's when I was like, you know what, You do what you can. You're going to do this, you're going to post it, and that's it. And that's it. And one thing that I've noticed is that if I record this video right now, and as I edit it, I would have to keep watching it over and over and over and over again to see if, my edits are okay, everything is okay, right? That means I keep getting used to it. I keep getting used to it. I keep getting used to it. And the temptation to not post it, the temptation not to not post it, because I have gotten sort of like got used to it, got familiar to it, and I got kind of like sick of it, is always very high. But I had to remind myself that no, this is your little perfectionist side that does nothing, that doesn't help you, but just cripples you, is just gonna get you stuck here without moving. This post, whatever this is, post it. You recorded it, post it, and then we will keep growing. We will keep growing. We will keep growing. We will reach a point where you see in your head. But right now, if you don't start, you will never get anywhere. I had to be honest and real with myself that you will be stuck here. There will be no movement in your life. If you are a perfectionist who never does anything, if you are a perfectionist who never takes action, if you're a perfectionist who never puts herself out there, you are nothing but a lazy person who is full of excuses. I had to face myself and tell myself to snap out of it. Snap out of it. And it's all because of YouTube, darling. And one of the things that I've learned is that, what you think is common sense might not be common sense to other people. Or besides that kind of that point, you will always find your community. You will always find your people. You will always find people who can relate to you. Because there will always be somebody like you out there. There's somebody like me out there. And I will find my community. And I don't have to be terrified. I don't have to try to be anybody else. I will always find people who can relate to me. And on that note, also, I'll find people who can't stand me. I'll find people who don't agree with me. And I should be okay with both sides. I should be okay with all of that, because that happens to everybody, okay? And YouTube helped me to, accept the fact that, what? It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to try to convince people to like what you like. People who like what you like will find you. And you will build a beautiful community. I am very grateful for this moment because, when I started YouTube, I was terrified. Let me tell you, I was terrified, but I knew that I didn't hate it though. I started it because I wanted it. But that little nervousness would sometimes trick me into believing that I don't like this. I don't have a problem with it. I created this because I wanted to do it. I knew it deep down. When I created this channel, I still didn't want to admit that I actually really want to do this, that I like it. But I was able to just come to terms with my likes and dislikes, what I want to do, the road that I want to pursue, because I started YouTube. YouTube helped me to stand confidently on things that I like, on things that I want to do. It is helping me to be confident now on the road that I want to take, even outside YouTube, things that I want to do outside YouTube. But the first step was me starting a YouTube channel, because that was me getting out of my comfort zone. YouTube helped me take a step out of my comfort zone. The moment I took a step out of my comfort zone here on YouTube, it was now contagious to other areas. Is contagious the word I should be using here? It now became a thing to all the other areas of my life where I can take a step now. I can confidently walk towards things that I want to do, things that I'm interested in, without hiding and being afraid of admitting that I want to do this. This is what I want to do, not this. So YouTube changed my life. If you were probably expecting me to say YouTube changed my life because I traveled, I got to see the country, I went to fashion shows. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But this is what it did for me. And I think it's bigger than all of that. By the time I reach a point where YouTube, I can travel, I can do all the other things because of YouTube, that would be wonderful. But I think this foundation, because of this foundation, I'll be able to be more, it is more beneficial to have a stronger foundation. And I think that is what I've built. That is what YouTube helped me build. That helped me build the stronger foundation. And also because I'm a Christian, it helped me see some of my problems regarding my relationship with God, that because of some of my personal insecurities, they would leak into my relationship with God. I would end up treating God like man, but he is not like man. Doing YouTube really did help me get to know myself. It exposed me to me. It helped me see who I was from sort of a different perspective. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I started this channel. I'm so grateful to everybody who watches my video. I am so grateful for the people who subscribed. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you very much for this moment. And I hope to build a community that will be on this journey of me growing as a person every day, and also you growing as we grow old together. Let's do this. This is just the journey of self-development while improving all the areas of our lives, our relationship with self, our relationship with other people, our finances, our careers, for those who want to pursue careers, whatever, our dreams. Oh, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. This was my favorite video. Bye.